It's going to be a check. We're going to go ahead and just test the audio. The audio didn't come through yesterday really good, so I'm going to try to see and do some troubleshooting and see if we can't get it to work. All right, what we're going to do is throw the battery switch on. Welcome to the flight. By the way, we're in Dulles, and we're going to... I just want to see if my headset is going to work. So let's see if we can't get the headset to work. Hang on just a minute. We're going to throw on the fire warning here first. Okay. That's the noise for the audio. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Bells off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's coming off. That's coming off. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the APU. I'm going to go right to the on. Fuel start pumps on. And we're going to go ahead and throw the APU on. There we go. 1, 1000, 2, 1000, 3, 1000. Right to run. And we'll get our trusty dude running here. Okay, we got 8 cars fired up, and I just want to see if I can't get a, that's what I need to do. I need to get an active sky running. I forgot to get that going. Okay, APU's coming up. And then, see the headset audio, I don't know what's going on with that too. Alright, so the audio I hear, I got to make sure that we can get your other stuff running here. I was going to pull that up. And I'll get Chief McGriff on here. Is Cliff, Mad Dog coming up. We'll get Cliff rocking and rolling as well. Let's start setting up. Set. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up. Let's start setting up. Let's try this again. Let's start setting up. Stand by. Cancel checklist. Let's start setting up. I'm going to try to have to capture this guy again, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get him going. He's going to start setting the aircraft up, and we're going to start getting going here. A couple things I'm going to do. Shut this light off right now. We don't need it on. Gosh, man. All right, good stuff. So let's go right into our FMC and make sure it's good to go. We're going to click high toolbar. The MD-83 JT8D219's got the correct AIRAC in there. And let's go position initialization. We're just going to go kilo IAD. We don't have a gate, so we're just going to throw the last position in there. I'm going to click route, and we'll get this going. It looks like we're going to be on the... hold on, I got to import my flight plan really quick. View that. Okay. It looks like we're going to be doing the Woolly 2 to Swan and then Bros. So let's go to departures. We're going to do the Woolly 2. I do not know the runway, so let's go ahead and get the weather and all that plugged in first. and then we'll get everything else hammered out. So weather coming along right now. We get the weather pulled up, and let's rock and roll. Okay, the airport is IAD. Weather right now reporting 1704. Visibility is approximately 10 miles with few clouds at 250. Temperature's 14, 2.9er. Altimeter's coming in 3035. Landing and departing runway looks like departures on 30. Gate 141. All right. Good deal. We got it all. We're going to go departure runway 30 today. So we'll go ahead and pull that down there. We're going to runway 30. Good. And the transition, I believe it's Swan, isn't it? Swan transition. Yep. Okay, from Swan, we're going to go to Bras and then the Bono 5. So a cool thing I can do is just let's go to route, likes page. I'm actually going to go to the route page, and I will plug in this origin and the destination. We might have to do it all over again, but that's all right. Kilo HPN. Click the route. That should plug it in, and let's go and just check. We're going to departure. We're going to do the Woolly 2 with the runway 30, looking at the right there, Woolly 2, runway 30. Okay. Departures. So let's do runway 30 first. Woolly 2. Okay. Swan transition. Okay. And then we're going to go arrivals and departures. We're going to go to the Bono 5, I believe we're doing. Yep. Bono 5's in there. That's going to be the CYN transition. And we're going to go click route. We're going to click activate. We're going to click execute. Pref page coming in. I got a 0 fuel weight, a 109.3. It's standard. We'll throw that in on the 0 fuel weight. And I've got fuel scheduled. We're scheduled with 19.2. And it's going to be 19.2/N, which means it's a normal. Okay, we're going to throw the fuel in there. That's good. See, that throws it in manual, which is fine. Reserves, 6,000. Cruise altitude, we said 350. That's a little on the high side. We might have to go a little lower than that. Cruise wind at this particular altitude, 320.41. Good, but I don't know if you guys can hear him. So I don't know what's going on. ISA deviation looks like it's +5, -50 up at altitude right now. Good. We'll click takeoff and we'll hold right there on that page. Good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call and do a couple things. Let's go ahead and get this set up and I'll throw it into night mode. Flight mode, night mode, get that done. You guys can see what I'm doing. And first things first, go to weight and balance. And you folks could probably see that. I'm going to try to get this working here. Let's go to import the, it should all work now. If I import the OFP right there, you can see, I just got to change this. It's going to be 20, this is 10,300 pounds up on top in the forward with 2940 in the aft. I think we got these numbers dialed in now, and I wanted to do 800 pounds in the center. There we are. And that gives us a 14.6 on the takeoff trim setting. 14.6. Good. All right. And we are within limits. A little bit on the forward, a little forward than normal, but that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get our GSX running, which is great, which is really cool. This is brand new. We're going to try it. This park is isolated ground service is not available. That's ridiculous. It is available, and we're going to start it right now. I've already done this. Nope. Nope. I've done this already. So guess what? This is where we're going to have a really hard time, is with getting the aircraft done. I mean, this is stupid. No, this is why I don't like when it's just tied to GSX. I can't do anything. So if I click reposition the aircraft, I want to go to the parking, northeast parking, parking 5, ramp 1, suitable parking here. We're going to next page. See, they don't have any of this stuff. So we're going to go next page. Nope, previous page. Okay. Get rid of that. Let's do it again. You stupid. Ugh. Did I hit that? Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good.
Flight slow. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up.
You gotta be kidding me. This is why I did this. Ugh. This isolated parking crap. And this is the problem. Stupid thing. I want 141. Request follow me? No. Show me the spot. Show me the spot. Just warrant me there. See? That is the dumbest thing in the world. So we're going to have to go to a different parking. That's going to be on the west side. Runway 8. Click. Yes. Warrant me, please. Thank you. Piece of crap. That's the only problem about this. Request catering services. That's the only problem about this, folks, is that it's not where we should be. We should be all the way down on the other side over here. That's where I was set up. But it just goes to show you that, you know, when you're doing it this way and it's only it's only going to GSX, you have potential problems. So that's what's happening here. So let's go over there. We're going to click weight and balance. We already got that done. Got that set, ready to go. Click out of that. Go performance and IAD. It is dry. The winds are 1704. Temperature is coming in at 14 degrees. Very close to what I had it. Now we're going to go flap 30 optimum. Let's see what it gives us on the flaps. QNH of 3035. Let's see if the doors work. Anti-ice is off. Packs are on. Takeoff weight's going to be right around 127.7. Click OK. Okay, gives us flap 7 with a cell temp 50. Now it's telling me to open the doors. Let's see what happens. All right, this should do it automatically. I expect it. Okay, so the door is coming open. It's good. All right, that door is coming open now, and we're getting the catering on the aircraft. They're done with their checks. We are not done with ours. I've got 135, 140, 149. So we're going to go 135, 140, 149 with a cell temp at 50 degrees and a flap setting at 7. You can go flap 11, you can go flap 7, whatever you want. And we will use, I'm going to go to SimBrief just to calculate that. SimBrief will automatically throw flap 11 in there. So I'm going to click performance from the last pounds, flap settings is optimum. It says flaps for, flap 11, flap 7, whatever. Click that. This says flaps 11, flex 50, 134, 137, 143. So little lower flaps because a little faster, and that's better for us anyway. We can get going. So let's do that. Flap 7. So I'm going to come back here and throw those numbers in. And yes, I still have to work on the audio, folks. So bear with me on that. I don't know how I'm going to get the stupid audio for you. 135, 140. 135 over 140 over 149. So a little faster on the ground roll. And we're doing a cell temp at 50, so stand by, click takeoff again. That doesn't work, does it? Nope. Okay, pre-flight's completed. Looks like those guys are done. We're gonna go ahead and call the fuel truck here next. I'll click out of that. We're gonna go to the ground services, GSX coming in, request refueling. That's really a nice thing, how that's just hooked up. Yep, 41, 44, that's it. Caution lights out. 149 on the speed. Okay, let's go ahead and open the door. Give me some light, and I'm going to go ahead and flood the cockpit. Thank you. Now let's see if we can't get this guy to... I'm going to do some audio tests, so let's see if we can't get Boston in here. 134.7. The reason why I'm doing this, I've got to see if you guys can hear 134.7. It's basically an audio test. Just want to make sure that you guys can hear, because last time you can't hear what's coming in my headset, so it's kind of a bummer. Let's see if we can't get some Boston Center action here. Pretty quiet. DCA ATIS, IAD ATIS, which means we have DC Center 133.725. Okay, so there's 133.725. You know what? Let's get the ATIS here. 134.850. 134.850. Okay. Audio input. Let's see something. Audio input capture. Okay.
Side of ramp. Advise on initial contact. You have information November. Advise on initial contact. You have information November.
Okay, we got information November.
Washington Dulles International Airport ATIP
Definitely
information November 0152 Zulu Special. Wind 160 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 14.
I think you can hear it now.
2.9er. Altimeter 3035. ILS approach runway 19er left. Runway 19er center. Runway 19er right.
Audio
Departing
output
runway
capture.
19er left. 1 minute. Aircraft shall cross and exit runway ASAP. Notices to air mission. Read may call runway assignments and all hold short instruction. Operating mode C on all
Okay, you
taxiway
can
and
know you
runway.
can hear it.
Ramp is non-movement
Good.
area. Call for taxi on west or east side of ramp. Advise on initial contact.
Okay, what do we got?
You have information November.
Okay, we got info
Advise
November.
on initial contact. You have information.
Okay, we got information November. You guys could hear it now, so that's a good thing. You couldn't hear it before. The fuel truck is in position and we're getting
Air
gas.
Canada 391, are you back?
Yeah, you can hear it now. Good. You can hear the ATC. Let's go start boarding here. We'll go ahead and call for boarding. I'll do my stuff and then let's rock and roll. Request boarding, please. All right, overhead, I'm going to make sure we do our flows correctly. Well, last flight I didn't. Totally forgot. Generators on. These two are coming off. Those are on. Good there. Off. Start pumps off now. Good, good, good. We got the right on. EMER lights are on. Seatbelts are coming on. That is off. Those two are off. That's off. That's on. The engine ATS is off. One pump's on. Battery's on. Air conditioning is on. And right now is coming open. It's a beautiful night out here, so I'm not too concerned with that. Normal, normal, normal. All that's good to go. ACARS message good. We've already tested that. We'll clear that. I will ask them about a PA announcement.
PA and emergency light test.
EMER lights coming on. Okay, we got a good okay on the EMER lights. Turn those off. All right, let's go ahead and do the landing altitude. We're going to come in at 400 feet, 420.
Passengers bus is
So,
coming.
and we're looking at the HPN weather right now reporting. Weather, calm, winds, 10 miles visibility, broken 1300, 13 over 12, 3039er, 3039, right there. Okay, that's good, that's open, those are off, zeroed. Temperature's coming up, it's a little on the cold side in the cabin, so we're gonna go ahead and get that a little on the warm side. Ram air's off, that is on auto. We're gonna go ahead and pull.
Washington Center, 69 Mike Oscar, ready for departure, runway 14.
69 Mike Oscar, release for departure. Clears for us on off in 5 minutes, not off in 5 minutes. Advise Washington Center, not later than 0230 of intention. Time now 0218.
Much kind, clear for departure, runway 14.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, across the United States, it's A991.
Okay, fuel's in at 9250. And 9250. Let's go and see. We got 750 in the center, and we're looking at 19,250. Put my signature on that. I'm good with that. Runway is going to be 30 for departure. Let's just make sure. I think we've got a CPDLC coming in. And we sure do. It says departure ID destination HPN route IAD to Woolly 2 Swan Bros, just like we filed. Altitude 350, squawk 1305.
Center Southwest 1318, ready for departure.
1035.
South 1318, runway 1, correction, runway 19, clear for takeoff, wind 150 at 4.
Okay, good.
Runway
So-
19, clear for takeoff, Southwest 1318.
Okay, gonna have to throw that. You see this coming down nice. Let's go and check the trim. We're at 14.6 on the trim here. CG. 14.6 right in the center here. Flap 7. Go a little less than what was standard. That's good. We're gonna go
Washington Center for Allegiant 1215. We've vacated 370 on our way down.
Allegiant 1215, thanks.
Seven set. All right, we're getting the bags loaded. Cargo's in. The team's coming up. Throw this cargo. We should be all the way over here somewhere, but whatever. That's just dumb. I thought I did that right, but apparently not. Okay, well, it's on standby.
FedEx 5, cross Rapsy at flight level 280. Cross Rapsy at flight level 280.
Takeoff flaps coming in. We're going to go 50
American
on this.
Correction, American 895, Atlanta, center's closed. Radar services terminated for exchange for tonight.
Set.
Frequency
Set no bugs.
change approved. Thanks for the ATC tonight. Have a good night, American
Bugs are
895.
set, and they said climb maintain 3,000. 3,000 armed. Everything else is good to go, folks. Coming down here. Good. Good, good. And that's good to go here on the bottom. All right, let's do some briefings, and we'll get you out of here. Charts coming in. We're going to go ahead and throw the night mode on, and we're looking for
Center 600 Mike Oscar, you back up.
a departure for the SID, and we're doing the
Roger, 600 Mike Oscar, airborne. Sorry about that. We're dealing with something. 600 Mike Oscar.
Center 600 Mike Oscar, ident, climb maintain 7,000.
And then we're going to close. This is the Woolly 2, so we're going to be taking off runway 30.
600 Mike Oscar.
Okay, so 301 on the heading.
18's radar contact, climb
320.
maintain flight level
Let's go heading, select.
190.
320 on the heading.
I'm a maintain level 190, Southwest 1318.
320 set. And as we take off, we're going to take off out of here 820 feet, and we're going to roll the aircraft 320. They're probably going to take us to Raza. I've got vectors to Raza, then Woolly, then over to Swan. So we're going to go from Woolly to Swan. After Swan, we're going to go Bras, Nyson, and then CYI. And I'm just going to throw that. We'll do the arrival into the Bono 5. Let's see how that's going to look. We're just going to basically pick it up right here from Coil, I believe. And
November 600 Mike Oscar, climb maintain 13,000.
right there, Coil. We're going to go Coil Antum. It looks like that. We got Antum
Climb and maintain
17,000.
13,000,
Up
600 Mike
to
Oscar.
Deer Park, and then over to Sound.
Washington Center, good evening. FedEx 1402 Heavy, flight level 370.
And then all the way Ellen.
FedEx 1402 Washington, good evening.
Westo, Rhymes
Even.
at 4,000, and then flip it right back in. So that's going to be what we're looking at here. The route that they'll take us on. We're over here on the cargo side. We're going to push out of here and probably going to go down Zulu all the way down to Yankee 1130 out. We're going to only start one engine until we get to about here, and then we'll start both of them. All right, that's kind of what we'll do. That's the plan anyway. Let's go in and talk about the departure briefing and all that good stuff. Let's get the departure brief done, and we'll do our checklist.
Allegiant 1215, clear direct Dummer.
Clear direct Dummer.
Okay, we have no alternates for
Allegiant
takeoff
1215,
today.
cross 75 miles southwest Dummer at flight level 190.
Which is good.
All right, we'll cross 75 miles
the
southwest of Dummer.
Runway is going to be 19. I'm going to throw 19 left. Or 19 center. I'm going to throw 19 center into the backup here. 111.3. That's just in case we need to come around. We've got the ILS right there ready to go for us. All right, no special airport informations. MELs are good. NOTAMs are clear. We've already looked at them. Adverse weather is beautiful. The weather here is 1704. Runway conditions dry. RTO considerations. We'll also talk about that. Anything below 80 knots will stop the aircraft. Anything above 80 knots will only stop it with fire, failure, veer, shearing. We'll do that. Throttles to idle, reverse, or speed brakes out. I'll slam on the brakes. We'll get off the runway. Figure out what happened. And we'll go from there. It looks like we're going to be taking off to the wind to the left today, so we'll have some little crosswind correction. That's not too much, so don't worry about that too much. Any RTO considerations? Clearances, we've got that MCP, VHF, and nav radios are set, ready to go. FMC routes completed. Automation level on departure. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up.
New York Center's closed now, so just Allentown's online.
We're going to bring up the throttles to 1.4 EPER. Then we'll go auto throttle on.
Just don't worry about the crossing. Just descend and maintain flight level 190.
We're going to accelerate past 80 knots with V1. We'll take our hands off the throttle.
Yeah, it looks like New York Center's going to be all closed up there.
We'll rotate the aircraft up to 15. We'll go up to 20 degrees.
On, but I can't actually hand
Once
off.
we hit 800 feet, we'll roll the aircraft 320 degrees on the heading. We'll go vertical speed. I'll do about 2,500 feet per minute on the climb.
Good evening, Delta 172 heavy, Sarko 310.
It.
7172, Washington, good evening.
Runway 30, looks like climb on a heading 301, then 820 degrees. We'll turn right heading 320, or as a sign. And top altitude 3,000 feet.
Delta 172, clear Linus.
That's it. Looks like takeoff minimum standard minimum climb of 500 feet per minute to 820 feet. Looks like for us, we want to maintain about 1,600.
Landing south at Andrews. You want approach to 19 left or 19 right?
19 right. We're actually going to see if we could request
EFP.
We'll go to
engine out. There's
the end of the
there is terrain in front of us.
You want to go to initials? That's what you're looking for.
Rotate the aircraft
we can go to initial for Rhino.
Get out of there.
Rhino TTR, you expect that?
We'll maintain center line, and then we'll call and
Static
probably make a
1402,
turn back to the airport and land here. We are definitely under maximum landing weight, so we're good. And transition altitude is typical 18,000. Let's do our checklist.
Southwest 1318, climb maintain flight level 400.
Pre-start check below the line.
Level 400, Southwest 1318.
Removed.
And let's see.
Checked on board.
Altimeters.
30.34
check.
check.
LaJoy here in a minute, probably out about 22 or so.
30.34 set.
Roger, we'll hold off and expect that for
30.34 set. 30.34 set. 30.34 set. Okay. Checked.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
Checked.
Zero fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
50 takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Set. Decimal 6 set.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the line completed.
And Allegiant 1215 New York Center is closed, and we do not have a common boundary, so I can't hand off to Allentown. So radar service is terminated, frequency change approved. It does look like
looks
Allentown
like we're buttoned up.
online though, so y'all
we're ready to go. Get that air stairs plugged in, and let's get that guy to Dodge.
Have a great night as well, Allegiant 1215.
All right, let's call for dispatch here. After air stairs coming up, GSX coming up.
Center, Southwest 2821 with you at 210.
South 2821, Washington, good evening. Porter 508, contact Cleveland Center 125.42.
Takeoff coming up. Yeah, that's good. All right, we got a good jet, folks. We're ready to rock and roll.
Porter 508, contact Cleveland Center 125.42.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We'll see you at Porter 508.
Before start check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Approved.
Rhino 22, fighting 080 to set and maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,000, heading 080, Rhino 22.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
Let's let's do this, folks. Let's get the show on the road, right? Okay, I've got a hydraulic at 14 over 14, just like what we came in with. We didn't need anything. Oil's the same. 14 over 14 gate, I don't know, West 8 or something like that. It's a beautiful night. And we got November.
Locking gear.
Roger. This is a quick flight, folks. I show gate to gate's probably like 42 minutes. It's about an hour, actually.
Southwest 1318, leaving flight level 240 out of 24. Clear direct to Dryer. That's Delta Juliet Bravo.
Leaving level 240, direct Dryer for Southwest 1318.
Okay, give that a close. They're hooking us up. We're getting ready to go. I do want to do something. I want to turn the dang cabin out. The cabin lighting down. It's too dang bright in there. There we are. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Anytime. They ready to go?
Rhino 22, heavy flying 090 to set and maintain 3000.
090 down to 3000, Rhino 22.
High brakes coming out.
Southwest 4529 with Foxtrot ready for taxi.
Let's see, Southwest 4529, will be runway 15 right, taxi via Tango Hotel Papa, and confirm you had information, Foxtrot.
Tango Hotel Papa, and we have Foxtrot.
Rhino 22 to set and maintain 2100, fly heading 100.
Heading 100 down to 2100, Rhino 22.
Alright. We'll continue the pushback. Do you want to start? No.
Rhino 22 heavy, Andrew, 2 o'clock.
We're going to go
and
nose
4 miles
to the right,
Andrews
tail to left. Thank
Release
you.
parking brake.
Alright, here we go. Popping the brakes, let's go. Brakes off.
For Rhino 22.
Rhino 22 heavy, proceed direct initial runway 19 right.
Starting wheels.
We'll proceed initial 19 right, Rhino 22.
0155, let's start the clock.
Southwest 1318, contact Cleveland Center 125.42, good night.
Cleveland 2542, see you next time.
Start right engine.
Starting right engine.
Air Canada 391, looks like
Right
you're
start
turning.
valve open. N2. Oil pressure.
I have a little problem, but it's fixed. Gonna finish it. We are direct to Lima uniform November Delta. It's gonna finish it.
Fuel on.
Fuel on.
Air Canada 391, yeah, direct LLUND, direct 1.
Fuel flow. EGT. Right start valve closed.
Washington.
Roger, we are direct to Lima uniform November Delta. It's gonna finish it.
Southwest 2821, descend via the Anthem 4, arrival landing east. Baltimore altimeter 3036.
Descend the Anthem 1, arrival landing east, Southwest 2821.
Center Southwest 626 to level 230. South 626, wash, good evening.
Washington Center, Reaper 33 via Far Quest.
And Reaper, what were the numbers?
Reaper 33 via Far West.
Set parking brake.
And let's see. Well,
Wipers off.
unfortunately, the system does not like to act like it's real. So let's try it this way. Reaper 33. Let's see. Squawk 0525. Maintain VFR. Say request.
All right, they're disconnecting. We're going to go ahead and do some stuff.
Request the vectors into the DCSFRA
Good.
via Woolly Gate to Tipton.
Good. Galley's on. Keep that on both. I'm going to shut them off here. Master coming off. That is on.
Unlocking gear.
Roger. Air is off. APU is off. Good on the right side.
Confirm you got that squawk.
Clear.
0525, Reaper 33.
Right side's on.
Southwest 2821, information.
Tow truck disconnected.
Foxtrot's current advising of Foxtrot and expect a visual approach runway 10.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, looking good on the overhead. This guy.
Put the RNAV Zulu
What I'm going to do is, I won't have him start any engines right now. I'm just going to do it myself. Flaps to 7. We're going to check it up.
Thanks.
I just want to start one right now. I will let him know when we get closer. I'd expect.
Rhino 22, runway 19 right, cleared to land, wind 150 F4.
We'll do a
19 right, clear to land for Rhino 22.
taxi check. We're going to defer it, obviously. We're going to defer it after engine start check.
Radar contact, 3,
ignitions will be on, but we're going to have to, we'll start.
Maintain VFR, and you're cleared
just
into
a little bit. We got a long taxi,
so. Just maintain VFR at or below 4,500.
We're just
at or below 4,500, Reaper 33, thanks, sir.
Washington Center, Riptide 5800 at Dulles, here FedEx Cargo, looking for taxi.
Riptide 5800, runway 30, taxi via Zulu Yankee 11.
Okay, 30 via Zulu Yankee 11, Riptide 5800. Okay, we're going to go Zulu Yankee 11.
626, descend via the Anthem 4, arrival landing east. The Baltimore altimeter 3036.
Pretty straightforward.
3036,
straight down
via the
Yankee
Anthem 4,
11.
626.
And that's it. I see it. We're going to go full length here. Brakes off. Let's go. All right, folks. We're on the roll here.
Santa FedEx 5, frequency change.
FedEx 5, radar service terminated for exchange approved today.
Virginia, come thanks for the HCC FedEx.
Okay, we're rolling. Pretty much straight down. We're going to make a right here onto Zulu. And then we'll rock and roll. Let's kind of show you what we're looking at over here. We'll go through the charts. We're pulling out of here. We're just going to turn up to Zulu. This is going to be, the other ramp. Then we'll kick it over. Looks like we can't. If I can get it right here, I'll take that right.
Multiple tires, Southwest 45, ready to go. 25 right.
Southwest 45, 29, runway 15 right. Clear for takeoff, wind 190 at 4.
Clear for takeoff, 15 right, Southwest 45, 29.
Air Canada 391, contact Boston Center 134.7.
I'm up in Boston Center, it's on 391, in front of Montreal.
I got it. Visual. That's a big airplane.
FedEx 1402, cross Subart, final 270.
Cross Subart, final 270, FedEx 1402.
Okay, we're going to turn over here.
Southwest 626, Foxtrot, current advising and Foxtrot, safe approach requested.
We got Foxtrot, we were looking for maybe runway 10.
That would approach T1 for runway 10.
Oh, no preference. We'll take the visual.
Rider space visual approach runway 10 for Southwest 626.
We'll expect the visual 10 Southwest 626.
Okay. I'm basically going to jump on Zulu all the way down. But this is a really long taxi, folks, so, there's no point in burning 2 engines. But this is such a long taxi, so.
Washington Center, American 174, heavy at Raleigh with Echo, ready for taxi.
American 174, heavy runway 23 right, taxi via Bravo.
We're going to start on Charlie.
2-3,
When we
right,
get to Charlie, we'll start
Bravo, 174 heavy. South 4529, radar contact, the altitude leaving.
Out of 2,300 supposed 4529.
Roger.
Throw some center tanks on right now. We'll burn out that center tank fuel first. And when we get to Charlie, we'll go ahead and turn.
Center Rhino 22, clear of 19 on the right. We're going straight ahead into the ramp.
Rhino, let's see, Rhino 22, roger. Taxi to park via Whiskey, good night.
Whiskey to parking for Rhino 22, see ya.
And south of 626, use the speeds on the arrival.
Southwest 626, now you can delete the speed.
Please speed, south of 626, thanks.
Washington Center, Reaper 33 is the field in sight.
And Reaper 33, roger. Change the advisory frequency to prove to keep that squawk. No drive over between the airport, good night.
Thanks,
All right, we're approaching Charlie. Let's go ahead and start the number 2 or right engine. Start left engine.
Starting left engine.
Okay,
left star valve open.
We've got
N2
good,
oil pressure.
You know, I'm going to dump pressure in there, so I'm going to push that throttle up to at least 30. We have that.
N1. Fuel on.
Okay, it's a little too on the low side, so I'm going to slow down. I'm going to bring it up to about 20%. There we go. Fuel coming in.
Fuel flow, EGT, left star valve closed.
Okay, I'm going to idle. Go start.
Stabilizing. Stabilized.
Okay, I'm going to run some check this with
4529, climb maintain 50290.
299 is Southwest 4529.
After start check.
Once again, ladies
Ignition.
and gentlemen, welcome on
Off.
board our flight today.
Electrical
Southwest
load.
4529, clear direct.
Checked.
To, let's see, good right.
Air conditioning supply.
For port safety information.
Direct news Southwest 4529.
Sea pocket that illustrates
American 1074, clear direct.
Galley
News.
power.
regulations
On.
require compliance
Ice protection panel.
That's good
as well
news.
as all crew instructions,
Set.
lighted information signs, and posted
Checked.
flags.
American 1074, clear direct.
Off.
News.
By inserting
Pneumatic
the
crossfeed
into
valve
the
levers.
buckle.
Closed.
Tighten by pulling
Flight
on the
controls.
belt. To release your seatbelt, slip
American
the flap on the
1074,
Flight control check
1074,
completed.
American 1074, going to Boston, Washington.
Checked on high.
Doors are clearly marked with exit
Checked.
signs and instructions
Annunciator
for door
panel.
operation.
Checked.
That's
Ground
bad.
equipment.
Doors equipped with
That's good.
Removed.
All clear signal.
Locate
American
Received.
174, heavy routing
Flaps,
ray,
slides.
short 22 right.
Set.
And American one,
the aisle.
the American
We are
174,
cleared on the
runway
left.
23 right, fly runway heading
We
clip
are
takeoff.
clear on the right.
Taxi check.
Hey, runway heading 23
Fuel
right, clip
heat.
takeoff, American
Off.
174 heavy.
Flaps and slats.
American 1074, American
7 degrees
1074,
set.
Washington, how do you hear me?
Beeper bugs and TRP.
Set checked.
Takeoff speeds.
No changes.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set checked.
FMS.
Pre-flight completed.
APU air and master switch.
Both off.
Giant 3442, that radio is really weak. I could barely hear you.
Checked.
Did you say you're requesting 10 for
Taxi
departure?
check completed.
Cabin crew, we see to for takeoff.
That's approved. Are you ready to taxi?
Thank you for your attention.
Lineup check.
Yeah, Giant 3442,
Secured.
push start, Jelly's on the
Left
golf,
side
and golf
closed.
taxi.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
Set to Bravo. Set to Bravo.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Received.
Lineup check
Southwest
completed.
3821, turn 10 degrees right, descend to maintain 3000.
10 degrees right down to 3,000, Southwest 2821.
Southwest 2821, when you get it dialed in, you're clear direct stripes to the RDF Zulu runway 10 approach.
All right, when direct stripes, when able, Southwest 2821.
All right, folks, we're ready to go.
DC Center, Delta 160 at 5,000.
Let's see, Delta 160 watch, climb maintain, final 230, clear direct Kennedy.
230, direct Kennedy, Delta 160.
Stop. Just verify one thing.
Center, Delta 835, level 320.
Delta 835, watch center, good evening, and clear direct to Charleston, that's Hotel Victor, Quebec.
Charlestown for Delta 835.
Washington Center, American 174 Heavy, climbing out of 2000 for 6. Mary 174 Heavy, Washington radar contact, climb maintain 2000. Climb maintain 2000, 174 Heavy. And Mary 174 Heavy, leaving 3000, turn left direct, called. Alright, past 3000, left direct, for 174 Heavy.
Washington Center, Riptide 5800, hold a short, runway 30, ready to go.
Riptide 5800, runway 30, flight runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, Riptide 5800 on 30.
Southwest 2821, 15 miles from Stripes. Cross Stripes out about 3000, clear RNF Zulu runway 10 approach.
All right, cross stripes that are above 3,000, cleared RNAV Zulu 10 approach, Southwest 2821.
Southwest 626, turn right heading 140, vector of the visual approach, runway 10, descend to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 140, Southwest 626. Just to confirm it's 4,000, correct?
5,000 for now for Southwest 626.
Okay, sorry about that. 5,000, Southwest 626.
And Delta 160, clear direct news.
Here we go.
Clear direct news, Delta 160.
That's it. And auto throttle is armed. Here we go.
Takeoff thrust.
Set. Night textures here. Never seen anything like that before.
80 knots.
Check.
80 knots.
November 6th, under Mike Oscar, airspace to the north, New York Center is closed. Radar service terminate for exchange approved. Good night.
V1.
Frequency change approved. 6 under Mike Oscar. Thank you very much for your time, your patience, and while we travel around the world. See ya.
Positive rate.
Gear up. We're going up to 20,
American
800 feet.
1074, 1024, American, you back.
Traffic.
Riptide 5800, radar contact, say altitude leaving.
1,000.
Riptide 5800, climb maintain 17,000, and reset transponder squawk 1305.
Okay, 17,000, 1305 on the transponder. 1305. Okay, 320 on the speed. We're going to go ahead and bring up the flaps to 0. Climb thrust set.
Riptide 5800, climb maintain flight level 310. I need to turn right direct coil.
310 direct coil, Riptide 5800. Slats up. I got a master caution. Center tank fuel.
Southwest 2821, runway 10, cleared to land.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go 2,500 feet here.
Runway 10, Southwest 2821.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw the heading bug around. We're going to go direct to coil now, CYN.
Southwest 9, Crusher Southwest 626, 10maintain 4,000.
4,000, Southwest 626.
Okay, so heading select, I'm going to go vertical speed. Autopilot's on, so we're going to go V1, speed's going to be select. We're going to go down to coil, CYN, and I actually want to do
Fields
this
in sight.
first.
Fields in sight if it helps,
Page.
Southwest 626.
Sure, Southwest 626, clear visual approach, runway 10.
Erase.
Clear for the visual 10, Southwest 626.
Page it.
Southwest 626, just maintain 210 knots or less.
210 or less, Southwest 626.
I got the speed here. So speed's going to come in. I'm going to bring it up to about 220. And
Southwest 4529, cross news at flight level 270.
I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and...
News, flight level 270.
And I'm going to go...
Delta 172, New York, closed, radar service terminated for exchange for good night.
Wonderful night, Delta 172, have you, bye-bye.
FedEx 1402, descend via the Filbo 4 arrival to Philly altimeter 3038.
Go direct to CYM, which is Coil. There's 7,000 feet. Let's do a climb check.
FedEx 1402, descend via the Filbo 4 arrival to Philadelphia altimeter 3038. FedEx 1402, 1402, FedEx going to Newark, Washington Center. How do you hear me?
Seatbelts.
FedEx 1402, can you hear me now? My headset disconnected there for a bit.
FedEx 1402, loud and clear, descend via the Filbo 4 arrival, Philly altimeter 3038.
Okay, seatbelts on, let's go. We've done a climb check already, 250 on the speed,
American
and we're
1074,
direct to Coil. And Coil is going to bring us...
Delta 160, contact Boston Center 134.7.
So Coil is going to be 1134.
134.7, good night, Delta 133.
Southwest 4529, contact Boston Center 134.7, good night.
310 is set, altitude is set. Having selected the set, VNAV set, and nav is coming on right now.
Southwest 4529, contact Boston Center 134.7, good night.
34 points, Southwest 4529.
Okay, we're on a climb thrust.
Southwest 626, reduce speed to 180 knots, still clear to approach.
Alright, we'll slow it down to 180 now, Southwest 626.
There's 10,000, here we go, increasing.
And San Design 3442. Oh Lord. Ron Golf, ready exactly runway 10.
Chant 3442, runway 10, taxi via Golf.
10 by Golf.
Okay, we're going to go 300 knots. We're going to go ahead and start the climb up. This is going to be a very fast flight, folks. So,
Giant 3442, runway 10 via Golf, Foxtrot. Hold short of runway 10 on Foxtrot.
And 3442, runway 10 by Golf, Foxtrot, short of 10 on Foxtrot.
Okay, looking good, guys.
Southwest 626, number 2, following traffic 2 mile final, 737, runway 10, clear to land, wind 190 at 4.
10, clear to land, number 2, we have the traffic inside, Southwest 626.
I'm expecting the active legs to engage.
Washington Center, good evening. Canada Air 1810, flight level 320.
Canada Air 1810, Washington Center, good evening. Clear at Cross City, that's Charlie Tango Yankee.
Okay, so the nav didn't hook up. And I'll find out why here in just a minute. Looks like we've got the nav is not hooked up to the aircraft yet.
City. That's Charlie Tango Yankee. CTY, direct Cross City.
Leg CYN, which is Coil.
Direct Cross City, thank you. Canada 1810.
Basically, we're skipping the entire thing.
American 1074 in the blind. Contact Boston 134.7.
Okay, folks, hang on just a minute. Let's go ahead and see if I can't get this thing to hook up.
American 174, we might have missed further instructions on the climb. You want us at 12?
American 174, yeah, sorry about that. It was up to 50370 if I didn't give it to you.
Up to 50370, no problem, thank you.
And American 174, clear direct rifle.
Clear direct rifle for 174 Heavy, thank you.
That's ridiculous.
Attention all aircraft, Washington Center is closed at this time. Radar service is terminated for exchange crews. Have a great night.
All right, we're done.
See ya. And Giant 3442, there's traffic landing 10. They're rolling out now, and you got additional traffic about a 4 mile final.
We'll switch to the CSAP and hold.
Take care, y'all. Good night.
Okay, I'm going to go 112.8. They're closed. And they're done. So we're going to go 112.8. We're finished. 122.8 rather. And then let's figure out why we can't hook up to the to coils. CYN, you can see we've got some issues here. The autopilot is not hooking up to it. So that could be a couple of issues. So let's see what we've got. So I'm going to just try to type in CYN again. Let's see if I can't get this thing to work. Maybe jar it. Over the top, invalid entry. Yeah, I know. Okay, oh, I think I know why. Now try it. Nay? Okay. Well, the rest of the altitude, hang on just a minute. Transition.
Set.
Now. Okay, 29902, still got to fly the aircraft, so we'll fly the airplane. It's happened to me once before. I think I know what's going on. Just give me a second. I got to cross-check some things. 29902 is good. I'm going to go here, 29902 on this one. Okay, so 29902 is cross-checked on both sides. The airplane is climbing all right. It's doing good. I'm going to go ahead and throw the seatbelts off just because it's just... we're good, right? So let's figure out what in the blazes is going on with my aircraft here. And I'm going to need some lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin
Okay, we got
our meal
autopilot
service for the
on.
flight.
We're doing...
Please refer to the menu given to you
the
upon
nav
boarding
is not
for the 2 meal choices
taking.
and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear
Why?
to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for
Why?
your own safety. Thank you.
Why? Okay, we're going to go CYN, which is the coil VOR, and that's where I want to go first. You can see this is flying to it. It is active. It is the active leg. CYN is where we want to go. If I put that in the scratch pad, direct to coil, direct to CYN, execute. Let's see what that does. There's nav track. That's what did it. So, you know, some aircraft, like in a 737, that should have been fine and it hooked up. But the 80 is a little different. You got to go direct to the waypoint. And I was thinking, you know, there's got to be something going on with the waypoint. So that's it. Let's get ready to go for the approach. It's going to be pretty darn quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to stop the climb right now at 240. Looks like nobody else is on. So that's just this. It's just, you know, I'm gonna hold it at 240. Matter of fact, we're gonna go one more notch up. We're gonna go 250. Aim it there, and you can see it's level track. But you can see top of descent coming up. There's no point in climbing, just because we're gonna be dropping up here pretty good. So we could just get up to a good altitude. We'll tell it. Let's do a the VNAV climb here. I'll just get us up to 250 essentially, and then we'll start rolling it back. All right, let's get the weather in Westchester County. These flights are fast. This is what makes you work, folks, is this kind of, this weather day here. An hour and 2 minutes ago. All right, right now the winds are calm. Got 24 for 25. We'll level off at 25,000, and then we'll just start the descent shortly. That's how this works. No joke. Boston Center is on. We're not going to have to talk to them, though, so winds are calm. Visibility is coming in at 10 statute miles. We got broken clouds there at 013, so 1300 broken. Temperature 13, 2.12 altimeter coming in at 30.39. Our runway of choice is going to be arriving on 1658 on the gate. Let's go ahead and get those numbers. We'll get them plugged in here. 250. We're going to go ahead and slip it to climb, cruise, and there we go. We are at cruise altitude 250 on the air altitude. We're not going to go any higher than that. We're basically, we do have some weather approaching here at 250. A little bit of turbulence. It's forecasted. Let's see, what do we got? We do have some weather just to the north of got some jet stream issues working on as well, and let's take the SIGWAG off. Yeah, turbulence is fine. It should be all right. Okay. What we're going to do is tell the FMC now we're going to be cruising at 250. I don't want to get it too confused, so it just lets us know, oh, we're now at our cruise altitude. You can see the thrust coming down a little bit as the airplane gets settled in. Nice. We've got coil approximately shortly. Top of descent's coming right after that. And that is it. That's the end of that. All right, we got good. 16 is the approach, so we'll check on our charts. We're going to go to the approach. We're going to do the ILS. 16, we could do an RNAV RMP, but with this weather, let's see here, 820 feet, I think it's fine, but yeah, I wouldn't want to do that on a visual day, so let's see if we can't get to ILS 16 with the Kingston transition. So the bona fide arrival is going to bring us around to Rhymes, and from Rhymes we're going to go to we're going to basically go right to here. I'll show you what the heck I'm talking about. So the bona fide is going to take us up and around. You can see after Rhymes it drops at 4,000. We're going to go right to I'd rather go right to the fix, which is Faran, or Faran, F-A-R-A-N. So let's take a look at that, F-A-R-A-N. You can see, let's go, we're going to go to Rhymes, then Vectors. So I'm just going to click this, go to the ILS 16. The IGM transition, we're just going to click Execute, and then we'll go to the legs page. You can see what we'll do. You see this Vectors to Fran, and I'm just going to do Execute that. So that's kind of what it's going to look like, and you can see this is a jumbled mess, but if we went over here and go to the plan view, and then we can zoom into that, and then I'm going to go next page it, I'll keep kind of zooming in. So you got this Rhymes, and then we're going to go up to Fran, and then down to Simmer, and that's perfect. The other thing you see is just a missed approach. So I like it. It's good. Go back to 80. Right there. That's it. This bright, the main instrument is just really bright for me, so I'm going to dial that down. That's the flood here. That's the panel lighting. Digital's fine. I do want to just slow down this lighting, and I got to make sure I see it, because if I don't, we can tend to hit the wrong one. And that wouldn't be good. There we go. Now it's hard to see because one's the backlight, one's that. That's actually the MCP. That's not the right one. Hang on. These are digital instruments. That's going to be your FMA. This is your panel lighting. I'm just going to bring up the panel lighting a little bit. There we are. I want to say it's back here, dang it. I think it was. The other things are backlight. About this knob right above it. That's going to be a digital light. Maybe it's on the aft overhead or something. Oh, don't do that. Okay, that's flooding out the light, so we'll just shut those off. Gosh, where is it now? I'm going to need lighting. And this is just the backlights. You can turn all this down. You can see how that turns down. There's the fluorescence. So if I shut this off, gosh, let's turn the fluorescence. See those? These are the fluorescents, which you really don't want on at night. These are good. I like a little bit of fluorescence in there. Gosh, why can't I remember where the light switch is? Guess that's crazy, huh? I don't know. That's it. We got ILS 109.7, so let's plug that in there. I'll get ready for the approach. 109.7. We'll hit the coil. Once we're at coil, we'll start the Bona 5 arrival. Now we got 31 miles to go. Gosh, I want to say it's the digital light. That was okay. So that's our fuel. That'll like up about right there. This light. Yeah, it's these two guys. Okay. About halfway. Good. Maybe less than that. And what about this guy? That's the panel light. It's nothing to do with that. That's the floodlight. That's what it is. So we can flood it out just a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I was going to say, where is this thing? All right, well, we're waiting. Let's do some briefing. Let me give Cliff a call, let him know we're going to be doing the departure briefing. Excuse me, the approach briefing.
Go ahead. No questions.
Okay, so Cliff is done. What we'll do, star on the arrival, we're looking at the coil, the Bona 5 arrival. Looks like we've got Deer Park at 15,250 on the speed, and our, what did we say? Deer Park 15,000. There was a 17,000 restriction at Bono. Bono 17,000, Deer Park 15,000. We'll just step it down from there. And then we've got display issue. What are you saying? We're good. 0.67. That's a little slow. What did our... I guess there's no point going now, but we should be at 0.77. So we're a little on the slow side. That's okay. I can bump it up just 0.70. Let's just push it a little bit when I kind of get there. So we're going to go legs, we're going to cruise altitude, we're going to go top of descent, 47 miles. Let's just forget it. Just burning all that fuel or nothing. So we'll just keep it as is. All right, star on the transition on the arrival. We talked about that. Altitude, speed restrictions. Yes, adverse weather. We just have a little broken layer there over New York right now. It's no big deal. NOTAMs, we've already checked them. We're good. We're going to do the ILS. We'll back it up. It's going to be a visual once we pop out, but ILS to begin with. Flaps will be 40 on this one. We'll go ahead and get our weather done. Touchdown plan is the same at this airport. You want to keep it within the first 1,500 feet of the runway. If there's an issue, then we will get out of there and go around. All right, that's what we've got. Landing performance, we'll populate the weather here. And we've got flaps set. Runway is going to be 16 negative. Populate from last flight. There we go, runway 16 pounds, got it. Temperature's good, in-flight method, factor, distance, click calculate, and this is what we got for our calculations, at least with SimBrief. SimBrief is reporting weights are at 120.5. Yep. Landing distance available is 6,500. Auto brakes probably gonna be max. It's always pretty much is here. Yeah, max on the auto. Runway 16, landing distance required. This thing says 48.19. Flaps are going to be 40, 15 on the go if we needed to, and 132 on the approach speed. Let's see what we've got for the actual aircraft. Click on that. We're going to click on performance. We're going to go to landing mode. It is Kilo HPN dry. The winds are calm. Temperature is 13 degrees, so we'll just keep it at 14. It's fine. Runway is going to be 16. Flaps of 15 over 40. 3039er. Reversers, yes, auto brakes on manual. Landing weight is going to be coming in at, I'd say 122. Probably a little more than we anticipated. This is factored landing distance of 3,900 feet, so I'll go with the little more than what that says. We've got 133, which is perfect. And I'll write all my numbers down here. We got 226 on the clean. Looking at 178 for flap 0. We've got 154 and 133. That's what we've got. Questions, comments, concerns, cheap shots. I think we're good to go. That's it. Nice and quiet. Okay, one thing I do want to do is I'm going to go throw this to normal, and then gonna actually do some like manual stuff. Yes, that's right. Manual landing calculations. Why not? Because we can do it, right? Just gotta get my clipboard right and all that good stuff. All right, so let's do some manual calculations because why not? We got top of descent coming up shortly. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the top of descent down on the Bono 5. I'm gonna bring it all the way down to 4,000. Hard out, coming in 4,000. Okay, we'll set that to out. It is good to go. All right, so while we're doing this, we're doing landing weight, flaps 40, it is dry. We're doing landing weight of 122, I thought we said. So let's go with we either got 120, 125. We could interpolate. It's no big deal. 22 is closer to 20. If you wanted to go up to 125, we can. So 125, we've got medium minimum auto rake is 9,000. Auto ATC says what? Auto ATC, welcome. If ATC is offline, you may receive automated guidance to assist online controllers. After receiving instructions, resume mode navigation as Auto ATC does not offer separation. Okay. Thank you. That didn't help me at all, but okay. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that range up. There we go. We're feet wet, by the way, over the ocean. Can't see a darn thing, so that's what's going on. There you go. You can see right there, there's the coastline of New Jersey. And we're getting ready to start in and head toward Long Island. You can see we've got coil behind us now. Deer Park 117.7. I'm going to plug that in. It's going to help us just to hone in on okay, 117.7. That should be Deer Park. Or we can go to Calverton 114.55. Yeah, let's go 114.55. 114.55 coming in here. That's going to give us Calverton. Okay, anyway, we are saying, let's say it's 125. We are under at 120. We'll say 8,800 feet. That's minimum, medium, maximum. Maximum 4,600. Medium we can't even do. It's at 7,100. So 4,600 we will start it with. Okay, we're on a descent. Seatbelts coming on. Descent check.
Fuel quantity.
Checked.
Approach briefing.
Performed.
Landing data.
Set.
Descent check complete.
Okay. All right, so we've got we got to make sure we're there. So at 4,600. So bear with me, folks. I'm going to do some math here while we figure this out. 4,600 plus what? It says 0 wind slope. Okay, dry. Includes the use of 1.6 E per reverse thrust to reduce reverse idle by 60. Other distances include 1.3. So it's got some fudge factor in here. Let's see here. So we've got auto brake. Max auto brakes 5,000. Nope. I said what? 4,600. That's max auto brake. And then altitude adjustment 0. So we're going to minus 200 feet from this. So that brings us down to 4,400. And then we're going to keep going. Headwinds are calm. So we're going to calm the winds so we don't have any penalties on that. So we got 4,400 feet. Let's keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen will be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information.
How about 4,400? What did we say?
For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to
48.
secure it for
That's pretty
landing.
darn good.
We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you.
Okay, good deal.
Also, in preparation for landing, please turn off all electronic devices, stow these devices, and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during our flight.
We have cap.
Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position and check the security of your
Transition
seatbelts. We will
now.
be landing shortly.
Set.
Thank you.
It's not really, but I will. All right, 3035. It's a 3039er. 7, 8, 9. 3039 set. Coming in on both sides. All right, you've done your descent checks. So I'm going to go ahead and do my flows. Just make sure we're good. That is good. We're going to go on system B. Seatbelts are on. EMER lights are good. Good. And we are coming down to the cabin altitude. Everything is set. 17,000 over Deer Park coming up. Can't see Long Island ahead, but it is ahead. 8 degrees, so any clouds, we're going to need to throw the anti-ice on. You can kind of see it up there. I can take a peek. You can see some clouds. Probably going to get close and get into it here shortly. One good way to do that is turn off your lighting inside. You can kind of see a little bit better out there just to see what the heck's going on. And if you really wanted to know, just drop your lights. You can see if they're pinging anything. Looks like I got a target right there. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get in some stuff here coming up, guys. So I'm just gonna throw the engine anti-ice to the on position. Both sides, we've got 2 indicators there. Engine left and right anti-ice is on. Can't really see the ice. We've got traffic below us. I'm watching. He's 2,200 feet below. Going to Deer Park. Another thing you can do is use your flashlight. Just kind of peek out there. If you see any, icing build up on the wipers, and you gotta use your windshield. Sorry, what the heck's happened? Ah, you didn't. Hit the wrong button. Now there's Long Island. What I'm going to do is declutter this screen. I'm just going to throw the data off. Deer Park, want to hit a 15,250 on the knots here. I'm going to go ahead and set this. Done. Okay, getting the clouds. I'm pretty much in the soup now. Temperature is 9 degrees, so not too far. I don't expect any icing, but you never know. Yeah. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and change to advisory frequency here of 133.8. That is correct, 133.8. Just messing with the lighting. There we go, Deer Park. 15,250 on the speed, looking good. Long Island, here we are. Look at that, we're already north shore of Long Island coming up. What's the temp? 7 degrees, yeah. Cool beans. "21 miles to Calverton." Got 13,000 over the sound, then we got Gwenny. Gwenny, is it? Get a drink of water here, folks. Oh, man. I will use the HUD. It's going to help us out. Always like to use their tools at night. There's 13,000. We're going to keep going down to 11. That's super bright. I might want to change my views. Let's see. Let me say the real thing took off right now. We're going to go ahead and set just go around mode. Beeper bug set to go around. There we go. There's no restrictions on us now. Let's see what we got. Did they take off yet? Nope. They have not departed. Well, we're off after this, so we've got 1, 2. We've got 2 weeks off, and I'm going to do a lot with the proving flights with the 737. That's coming up, so expect that soon. I'm sure we could have got vectors right into here. We're not in Boston Center anymore. They don't control us at this point. We are not in his airspace. Let's see if I could do something. It would be fun to show this. I don't know if we can. Do not switch. If I went here and I went general, go to the membership lounge, and I'm going to try to see if I can stream it. Let's go live. I don't think it'll work, but we'll see. Turn off the mic. I'm going to see this anyway, so might as well. I am streaming right now on the membership channel for you folks. Okay, we got Zons coming up, and then we got Ellen, the 6,000. There's 9,000 coming up. We're pretty much heading over the Long Island Sound now. We're past that, and Long Island's behind us. Ahead of us is Connecticut, as we're turning northbound to Connecticut right now. So you can see, can't really see a thing. 12 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and throw off the engine anti-ice. I don't need them on now. Good. Valves are closed. I don't think anybody's going to watch this. Stabilizer motion. Okay, through 10,000, so sterile cockpit. Runway 1 fix in this fixed page. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in there. So we're going to go ahead and set to runway 16 in the fix. Okay, sure. Okay, let's just do this. So we're going to go 15, then we're going to go 5, and then we're going to go /3. 15, 5, and 3, and you can see that just helps us again. It's a 737 thing, but it helps with the MD-80 as well. All right, starting our turn toward the Bridgeport, Connecticut, 6,000 feet. We're pretty much in the soupish, or right around it. Kind of keep your way around, and then you have to go this way and that way and everything else. Kind of annoying. Kind of swings you way out wide, comes back in. Yeah, here's the thing. Can you see the ground? And the answer is no. So you know, you've got some IFR conditions that we're going to have to mess around with. I don't think I can't even barely see. I can barely see lights out there, so. We got Bridgeport, Connecticut, straight ahead, 1088. Let's see here, 1166. That is RML, VOR, Carmel, VOR rather. I just tuned, about 29 miles away. So there's 6,000 set. We're going to drop down to 4,000 at Rhymes. 109 decimal something or other. So you can see we're set here on our charts. Let's go to the HPN approach. Just give you the approach. ILS 16. Let's go ahead and light that thing up right there. Close that, and that's what we're going to do. Basically, we're going to come in from here, go this way to foreign, flip around, do 180, and then pretty much in. And the reason why I want to come out pretty far, just want to get stable and lined up. You know, when the weather's kind of iffy like this, you just want to make sure, I would say iffy, but it's 1300 and you're vectoring yourself, so it makes it, you know, a little more interesting to ensure that you got this thing, is what I'm trying to say. We'll do an approach check here shortly. Probably going to hit 4,000 feet over at Rhymes. We'll go ahead, or Rhymes, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll start slowing down to the speed to 210. I'll go FMS override here, and then we'll slow it down a little bit. Got Bridgeport coming in, 13 degrees. It's nice and warm. Let's see if we got an update on the weather. White Plains weather right now. ATIS, METAR. It is 090 at 3 knots, 10 miles visibility, broken at 1400, 13 over 12, altimeter 3037. Okay. 090 at 3 knots, so directly to the east. It's only at 3 knots though, so it's no big deal. We'll keep it at 163 on the inbound course. We're going to change that. So there's 163. Checked. Alright, I'm going to go in here and arm this. I'll throw this on. We're going to keep it on IMC. We'll drop our HUD here in just a minute, let it warm up. We got Rhymes. We're still on VNAV descent. You can see a little bit of cloud there. All right, let's go and flip the frequency. 113.8. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, setting up for the ILS runway 16 over Rames 4000. Westchester. All right, let's give him a call. Tell him approach check, please. Approach check.
Navigation.
Set.
Approach check completed.
Okay, he's done. I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to go maximum. We really won't need it, but we'll do that. We 1,000 to go. We from Rhymes, we'll go ahead and descend down to 2,000 feet. That'll give us the, the vector that we need to get to Far and Fran. I might square it up a little bit better than this, what this is looking like. As you can see the airport right there. So I might have to square it up just a little bit better, so we're not so steep coming in from Simmer. On the missed approach, let's talk about that. It's going to be a 1,000 feet. We're going to make a left turn to Harp right there. So we got 1,000 left turn to Harp. And that's it. We will fly the published approach here on this missed approach because we are in IFR conditions. So 1,000, marginal low, but you can see now, we can see pretty good below the cloud deck here. So once we get below it, I think we're fine. Our 1,000, 3,000 feet. Once we climb to 1,000, we'll rotate the aircraft to 3,000 feet, and we'll hold at Harp. Okay, there we are. We'll start having to slow down to 210 here at Rhymes. I'll start slowing it down. Okay, you can see we've got the ILS triggered. Now, a good thing to do is listen for that. What have we got? I can't tell. I'm not worried about that right now. It's been an hour and 5 minutes. Beautiful night. Okay, we're level at 4. We'll hold that right now. We're going to descend down to 2,000. We could cut this and go to Simmer. Looks like 2,900 is the maximum. So we can descend down to 2,900 now. That's at 20 miles away. So Oops. So if we go altitude here, and I'm gonna just I gotta reach way over for the tab. Sorry, and I'm gonna tab it. There we go. I'm gonna say, all right, descend me down to 2,900 feet, please. And to make matters better, I'm gonna go ahead and slow our speed down to 220. On flap up maneuvering here, so we're gonna go FMS override, and you can see how that's gonna do it. $2,100 is the lowest we can go. So you can see how this is going to work out for us. We're going to have to kind of make a tight turn there and hook up to Zimmer. Okay, lights coming on. Get those lights extended. I'll start slowing the aircraft down. I'm going to throw some speed brake in there. Not speed brake, I'm sorry. Slats. Just pop those slats in there. Good.
Slats extended.
There we go. Okay, I really want to get down to 180 here, so let's go ahead, slow the aircraft down to 180. As a matter of fact, if you look over here, you can see what our performance is going to do. So it looks like 0 extended 178. We've got the speed brake out already, so we're good to go. Speed brake. We got the slats out, so you know we're good. Just starting to slow the aircraft down, getting it ready for the approach. We got a pretty big turn to make here, so yeah, good. Gonna start seeing the speed slowing down for us.
2,500.
Check. It's just altitude. DH coming in at 200 feet. $180 on the turn. Here we go. Nav track. Let's go. All right, looking good. I expect to see this airplane starting to turn here. Okay, let's go. Turn the aircraft. Really? I got the airplane. I'm heading select. Let's go. All the way around. We're definitely going to overturn this.
Stabilizer motion.
Raj. Doing really good on the speed. Let's go direct to simmer. Speeds up as we're in that turn. Okay, I'm gonna go Vorlock. Hook up the Vorlock right now. Okay, simmer at 2,000. I'm gonna tap it. Sorry, hang on. There we go. I got the aircraft. 800 feet a minute. Okay, ready to go flaps 15. We're gonna start slowing the aircraft down even more. Wind's at 17. 2,000 is armed. Okay, let's go flap 15. We're gonna hold right there.
Flaps 15.
Set.
Stabilizer motion.
See, like just using the HUD, you can see to get us lined up. It wants us to come over just a little bit on this side. Same with the ILS, it's saying. So let's go 180. Let's see if we can't hook up. Okay, we got localizer capture. There it comes. It's hooked up. I got a visual on the runway right there. Now it's just localizer capture. It's not glide slope just yet. Do want to level off here at 2,000 feet, so I should have altitude hold. Good. Speed should come in. Here comes the speed. Things happen pretty quick here at this particular segment. Inbound to simmer. We are right on it. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800 on final runway 16 Westchester. Okay, ready? Things are going to happen quick. So what we're going to do is select, as we approach simmer, we're only about 2-3 miles away. Gear down, up 28. And now we can hit the ILS if you'd like. There we go. Let's go ahead and select that. We're going to go flap 40, and I'm going to call them. Final check. Final check.
Flaps 40.
Gear.
Down.
Ignition.
Set to Bravo.
Auto spoilers and auto brakes.
Armed.
Flaps and slats.
Set checked.
Landing clearance.
Received.
Final check completed.
Thank you. Okay, done with the checklist. I got the airplane. I'm going to go ahead and throw it all off. The autopilot's going to come off here shortly. Through 1900. You can see how the, we got obviously visual of the runway now, and things are looking good. Make sure the seatbelts are on. Now you should have seen, there's the rudder. I was going to say, you should see unrestricted rudder travel. Okay, this is a good time to take it over. I've got the airport in sight, so auto throttle's coming off. It is my airplane. That's a little too fast. Watch the airspeed build on me there. That right there is
1,000.
check. See this box? You just want to fly the hoop into the box, and that's kind of going to give you the best profile that you can get. And then I could just look right there at my primary display, my PFD there, and I can see, you don't want to chase the needles, but I'm pretty much bang on the airspeed, and we're looking good. The airplane's in trim, and it is looking good. We're going to get a little on the high side if we keep going like that, see? So just drop it off a little bit. 500 check. Alright, let's kind of push it down just a little bit. Again, I want to use a lot of this runway. Once we're clear of these trees, yeah, we're in good shape. I'm going to push it, push it, right there.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
Negative on the glide slope. We're fine.
100.
Okay, let the airplane come up.
50, 40, 30.
Idle.
20.
And pitch it up.
10.
Flare. Touchdown. There we go. Kick it in the rudder.
Spoilers deployed.
To reverse. I'm just going to roll out. I got the airplane, my brakes. I don't want to jump on
80
those
knots.
brakes too quick. $60 knots out of reverse. So we're just going to let it roll all the way down. And so that guidance, that rollout guidance right there on the
60
HUD,
knots.
it's going to help us, you know, kind of track that center line if we were in pretty bad visibility, which is beautiful, obviously, but it's good practice, right? These kind of situations give you confidence when you need it the most, and that's you know, when we're going to be flying into some wicked stuff here coming up. And so yeah, you want that confidence when you're zipping around. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw these off now. Back down to dim. I'm going to keep these lights on. Welcome to Westchester. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, clear of runway 16. Beautiful out there. Really, really nice. Okay, once we cross this, flaps to 0. Gotta get the flaps up before you get the slats in. And we're crossing, I believe it's 3 something. 29. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800, crossing runway 29 Westchester. Lights on. After landing check. Slats coming in. Let those engines cool down a little bit. Okay. Tucking those up.
After landing check completed.
The conclusion of our flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
All right, looking good. Bro, get out of the way. There we go. Stupid things in my way. Gonna run them over. The brakes coming up. And we'll shut them down. Okay, APU's on. 2 coming down.
Engine anti-ice on.
What are you talking about? What's he talking about? All right, we're in Lake Flynn. That is on standby. Lights are off. Okay, let's go ahead and deplane. Ground services, GSX, request deboarding. See if everything comes in motion. Yep, there we go. Good stuff, folks. On the overhead here, supplies are on. Let's go ahead and flood it. Cockpit is flooded. We're going to go ahead and open the door. And seatbelts are off. Let's go ahead and get the ground power on the aircraft. So I'm going to call for that right now. Request GPU. GPU coming online right now. It is. APU's off. Off. Supplies off. And we're done. That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, those are going to come closed right now. We don't need those valves on. That's off. Just a few cleanup items, and then we'll shut the aircraft down. That's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this flight with Coastal. Everybody's getting off the aircraft. See you later, dudes. And that's it. It was a lot of fun. Good weather, not too bad coming in. Nice and easy stuff. Do like the MD-80. I'm very fond of this airplane. All right, we'll see you folks in another time. Filing the PIREP. That's out the door, and I'm done.